Time for this week's Smart Advice. We've dealt with what goes into buying a property, but it's a whole different process of documentation if you're dealing with an inherited property. Take a look.
In an event of a loss of a parent or an elder of the family, inheritance of property will be an issue to deal with sooner or later. The first step should be to procure the will of the deceased by applying to the office of the district registrar with the death certificate. It's mandatory for the registrar to open the sealed will in front of all the heirs and provide a copy to each. Rope in a legal expert to consult you and your family to execute the will. In cases where the person dies intestate, that means without a will, then as per the Hindu Succession Act, the property is passed on to the Class 1 heirs, which include the spouse, the children and the mother of the deceased. In the absence of the Class 1 heirs, Class 2 heirs that include the father, the grandfather and siblings will inherit the property. If the heir is a minor, then the property is transferred through a trust at an appropriate time in the future. Once the ownership of the property to be inherited is established, the next move should be the mutation of the title of the property in the name of the inheritor. By applying for mutation of the title, you are updating the records in the office of local municipal authority. For this, you need to deposit the will to prove inheritance, death certificate of the deceased, land records and other documents of the property. If there are multiple inheritors, then you need a no objection certificate from each if you are transferring the sole title in your name. In situations where multiple heirs want to pass on the inherited property in just one person's name, then they can execute a gift deed. There is no inheritance tax in India, but once the house is legally in a person's name, then he or she needs to pay a wealth tax if the net worth of all the properties exceeds 30 lakhs. The net value of the assets are calculated by deducting the debts on the properties against its aggregate value. For non-resident Indians, they are entitled to inherit a property in India despite their residency or citizenship. However, they have to adhere to the Foreign Exchange Management Act, FEMA.
Everybody dreams of a perfect life in their ideal home, but how do you make sure that your home sweet home brings you luck and prosperity? According to the ancient science of Vastu Shastra, it's as simple as changing the direction of your bedroom or changing the color of your walls. Here's a ready reckoner on some basic Vastu principles. India's richest man Mukesh Ambani made sure the Vastu Dosh at his billion-dollar 27-story home Antilla was corrected before he made it his new address. But it's not just the rich and the powerful. Everyone today, in their quest for wealth and well-being, is making Vastu Shastra a priority in their property decisions. Vastu Shastra is a non-destructive remedial science of directions that aims to channelize and harmonize natural energies within a human dwelling.
North direction gives North Pole energy, which is very precious for our living. Northeast gives magnetic energy, which is too good for our health. And East, which gives us name and fame, which gives us recognition in the society. If it is closed in a house, it gives you a bad effect of Vastu.
For existing homes or structures with Vastu defects, there are ways to correct the flaws without demolition.
When sun rises from east and northeast, it gives very subtle energies and your life is prosperous if sun comes directly to your house. Now if sun is closed, that's okay, you can manage with remedials. We can give a lemon shade on the north and we can give a good mirror on the north so that north is enhanced. The direction is identified. If northeast is blocked, we keep a running water in the northeast so that the element in the northeast is rejuvenated. And if east is blocked, and if east is having a toilet, there we will put a kind of a yellow light, a good picture, a good greenery picture, so that good effects come to the life.
For those of you looking to buy a new house or a plot, keep the following Vastu principles in mind while constructing. The best location for your drawing room is east, north or northwest. The kitchen should be located in the southeast direction of the plot. Bedrooms in the southwest are a restful location because of the setting sun. Bathrooms in the northwest are ideal, and dining rooms must be designed in the west or south. No home can be 100% Vastu compliant, but the science of Vastu Shastra claims that one can limit the negative energies by choosing the right direction lighting, color and shape of your home. Vasudha Sharma, NDTV. Now for our home decor guide. This week we're talking about baby nurseries. For your little one, you only want the best in the world, but you also need to stay in budget. So let's help you plan a nursery for your baby with these smart tips. If your family is a few months away from the baby's arrival, then you have good enough time to start designing now. First, plan the layout of the baby nursery. Study the space you have before deciding on the furniture you want to add. The very basic furniture piece you require is a baby crib. Think about placing it close to the entrance door so that the baby is accessible even in the dark of the night. Don't place the crib near windows to avoid contact with wind. Also avoid any overhead curtains or blinds just above the crib. The changing station should also come adjacent to the crib or close to the door entrance. You can go for a chest of drawers to hold all the baby care accessories, and on top of it place the changing station. The next basic furniture piece you require is a rocking chair or a single sofa seat where the parent and the baby can spend some quiet moments. Preferably it should be placed so as to give outdoor views. Any windows in the room should have roller blinds to keep the harsh sun out during the day, and curtains to filter in soft light in the mornings. Paint the walls in soft pastel shades. Yellow, cream, peach, light green are colors which always work. Think of some happy patterns to paint on the walls. Alphabets, blocks, zoo or beach theme. You can even paint these patterns on the ceiling. Storage is also a crucial aspect. Plan ahead as the baby's needs will grow fast. All shelving should be away from the crib. Go for one small closet, a chest of drawers and a few wicker baskets to hold stray toys.